Good morning, 819S. It's a cold one again. It's 14 now with a high of 18. It's warmed up just a little. It's going to rain all day tomorrow and the day after that, according to the forecast, which, as I said, has been moving around a lot these days. So we'll have to wait and see if that actually changes. Yeah, today I want to talk about the mobility show again a little. First is one of the cars that will be on display, Nissan, what is it called? Sakura? I forgot the name of it. It's one of the full EV vehicles that Nissan produces. And there's a project where they're working on a solar-powered version of it. I believe that they understand that they won't be able to power the vehicle totally on solar, but they can minimize or they can help reduce the amount of time spent connected to the grid. I've always thought solar was a good idea. I'm not an engineer, so I never sat down and did the calculation to see how much power it can provide. But according to the article that was published yesterday, the solar panels on it, they kind of extend out off of the roof to cover the windshield and the hood. And they provide an extra 3,000 kilometers per year, which if you calculate that over 365 days would be like, 8 kilometers a day, something like that. I kind of feel like even though it's not that much distance, it's better than nothing, and it's kind of a practical thing in Japan, possibly, for some people. A lot of people will park their car and not drive it all week, and they're often parked under the sky, So if they left their car out, they only drive short distances on the weekend. They can get, to keep the math simple, let's say 10 kilometers a day. You have 50 kilometers, you'd probably drive 70 kilometers for the weekend. And then you charge up about 50 kilometers a day just letting it sit all week. I think there are a lot of people who would find that kind of appealing. The only issue I can see with it now is the cost. I think if the price of the solar panel as an option or even as a kind of permanent standard feature, the cost would have to create more value than the amount of distance you can drive with it. And I think for most people that's probably not going to be the case. Typical Japanese person keeps their car 5 years, maybe 10. Let's say 10, you get 30,000 kilometers of distance, of range out of it. 30,000 kilometers, I can't do the calculation for fuel efficiency, but if you compared it to gasoline, yeah, it's actually cheaper than you might think, especially on a very fuel efficient vehicle. So I have a feeling that the project might not be a complete success based mostly on pricing structures, but I think there would be a lot of people who would find it appealing. Yeah. And I talked to a few other friends about going to the mobility show. One of them said they're probably not going to go this year because they're worried that they're going to find something that they like and they want to buy. I think that's a funny thing. They don't want to spend any money that they don't have to. And I get that feeling. My wife does that kind of thing quite a bit too. I think there's so many things that I want and very little opportunity to actually buy them. I feel like I don't usually have that issue. It depends on what the thing is and what the price point is, but yeah. I do want to go if I have an opportunity, but I think because it's a national holiday, it's going to be super crowded. So the day that I can go is a national holiday. I think it's going to be super crowded, so I think this year it might not be on the table. Anyways, yeah. What do you think about solar-powered EVs? Do you think there's a future for them? Do we have to increase the efficiency of the solar panels first? Does price point matter? I guess price point always matters, obviously, but does price point matter to you, or is the concern something else? Alright, that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Get out there and ride. Definitely ride safe.